Okay, this tutorial is going to focus on the communication platform application. This is where we are going to start writing our marketing and sales material, and it's going to be based on all of the foundational strategies that we built, from the market narrative, the major market trends, testing different features of our product, and gathering customer insights. Now, when I go into this, I'm actually going to have one of my apps up in the background to refer to. That's going to be the customer jobs to be done. So in a separate tab, I'm going to pull this up. This is where we left off on Yum Loves. As a reminder, all the histories are going to show you the inputs that you put in and the different customers that we're going to be serving. So that's parents with young children, retail category buyer, and healthy enthusiast under 30. I'm actually going to copy that and I'm going to put that into my memory. So before we dive into the communication platform product, let's go into my profile, make sure that Yum Loves is highlighted, and let's put those 3 customer types in there. Okay. Oh, let's make sure that we save that, update the memory. We'll go back to our applications and let's dive into the communication platform. Now, the communication platform, it's going to allow us to go through 3 different customers, and you can do this again over and over. So let's make sure that we pick our brand name for Yum Loves. We'll pick our opposing force position. That's already in there. And if we remember our brand archetype, I did not actually save that, but we do know that our brand archetype was the creator, I believe. Actually, I might need to remember. So let's jump back out. We'll save that into our memory. We'll go into our market narrative. We'll look at our history. Let's look and see what was the archetype that it reminded me of. Yes, we were a creator. So I'm going to take that, and I'm also going to paste that into my memory. Make sure Yum Loves is highlighted. Put that in there. Perfect. Okay, let's update that memory. That way I won't have to remember it. We'll go back into the communication platform to get started. So let's pull in the market narrative, and we'll also pull in the brand value proposition that was created in the feature evaluation. Let's take out that title. And as we get started, because I can do this for different customers at different times, this is really going to be a tool that you can leverage to write a lot of important content really quick. So depending on if you use the first version or the second version or the third version of the market narrative that you create, it's going to highlight the key components that are in that narrative that will be addressed for every single customer. And then it's going to ask who our different customers are. So that's why I have this up in the background. I want to be able to grab this really quickly to reference. So we'll put those 3 customers in there: parents with young children, retail category buyers, and healthy enthusiasts under 30 years old. As this gets started, it's going to create descriptions of the mindsets of our audiences. And this is an important detail to store in our market strategy, because I want to make sure I'm crafting communication elements that address what they care about most first. And then I can get into additional unique value propositions. So we will start with writing copy for parents with young children. And what it's going to do, it's going to ask me for the 2 most important jobs to do for this person. Since we left off, I actually went through the rest of the customer jobs to be done. So beyond the retail buyer, I went into the needs and pain points of the additional customers. And those were graded, so I do know what they're looking for. Here's an example of parents with young children. They're looking for quality high plant proteins. This is pretty common amongst everybody in the consumer side of the business. Cost was also a major factor. Taste was a huge factor for families. Nutrient balance was an interesting element that I wasn't totally aware of, so that gave me some insight there. Allergen-friendly ingredients seems to be of really high importance. So at the bottom of that, once you do your customer jobs to be done programming, it's going to give you a summary overview. So while every study is going to be able to highlight like how the grades came to be, the level of frustration, the level of importance of the different solutions that we created, there's a total document here at the bottom. And you can copy this entire thing if you want with these clickables, if you want to put this into another Google document or whatnot. But it's really just going to highlight the marketing copy for each of your customers and the overall grades. So I'm going to go into the parents of young children. You can see that here. The job that I have to do for them is affordable options for high protein products, because affordability was really, really important to the customer. But you'll also see that I got 2 16s here. So those will be the 2 jobs. So I'm going to start with affordable options, since that's job number 1. Submit that there. And as it asks for job number 2, I'm just going to be able to go right in here and grab complete serving of protein in every bag. Once I put those things in there, as far as identifying my customer, what the 2 different jobs are going to be, it's going to create a pretty robust set of language and tools that I can use as memory. And these will be things that we'll want to copy and paste into our back-end memory when I'm creating web pages or presentation templates or really anything with the builder tools. It's going to refer to this content. So here's what that example looks like. For the communications for parents with young children, it's going to address their mindset first. So it's going to give me a paragraph around affordable options and calls to action for those elements. It's also going to give me content specifically for the complete serving of protein. And again, calls to actions for those as well. Those will be used in presentation headlines and website headlines, social media posts, etc. The supporting messages are the other elements that are checking that box of the product market fit pyramid. So all of this is quick copy and paste content that I can use quickly to put into action. And as you continue to go through, you'll just pick the next customer. So we'll do the content for the retail category buyer. And the job to be done for that person, let's see, I had a 16, that was my highest, integrated supplier collaboration. We'll put that there. And the number 15, real-time market data platform. Which will go into job number 2. So you can start to see how quickly and effectively I can create really robust copywriting documentation and strategic content for specific audiences for my specific business. And while this creates a lot of content, the builder tools will be able to reinterpret this and put it into the formats in which we need to use it in business collateral. There we go for the retail buyer. And let's pick the healthy enthusiast under 30. This will be my tertiary customer. And if you have 6 customers that you want to address, you essentially just go through this again. So the jobs that were uncovered for that specific customer was also affordability. And I actually had a 20, which is fantastic. So let's keep affordability top of mind. And then job 2, I had a 16 here. Easily accessible content showing our vertically integrated regenerative supply chain. They were very concerned on the trust and reliability of labels. And this just helps to illustrate how we check the box in our communication strategy. We want to care about what our customers care about. And then that earns the trust so that they start to care about the things we care about. So they care about affordable pricing, so I'm going to check that box first. They also care about trust in the labeling. I'm going to check that box second. That's going to earn my ability to tell them about our specific health and nutrition and sustainability and transparency and trust. So this all gets put into a full summary, which is a lot of content. This is now strategic content that I can use to build websites and presentations and even visual languages. So I'm going to copy this and I'm going to put that entire document into the memory of the business. As always, make sure the memory vault is highlighted if you have more than one. Let's put this into the communication platform. And then just for making things easy, you can delete all of the introduction content that I write for people as they're going through this their first time. And if you put more audiences into the communication platform, just copy and paste that below. So if you have 6 audiences, that's totally okay. We'll update our memory. And now we are ready to go into our builder tools. We'll go into those next, starting with the key features expansion.